All right, we are back. We are back. You got a sneak peek at our special guest today. Our special guest is Master Impersonator CP Lacey. I think his call dropped a little bit. Did his call drop? Oh, he's fixing it? Okay. He's fixing his picture. Meanwhile, he has been everywhere. He has been on the Apollo. He's he's here. Actually, he's here. Let me just do his intro, and we'll let him tell us everywhere that he's been. Since he's a good friend of mine, I was going to give you a whole bunch of background on everything he has done. He has the CP Lacey show. He's the master impersonator. He's a singer, comedian, dancer, actor. Welcome to the show, CP Lacey.
So much. I'm going to have to fire my publicist, man. You did a great job.
What's going on?
Everything is great. I'm blessed, highly favored. How about you? And I want to say hi to you and all your listeners internationally, worldwide, wherever you are. How y'all doing?
All right, all right.
I was impressed just by the commercial. I was like, I got to see him.
Right. I know. Well, let's get into it with our guest today. So, CP, we know you're a master impersonator. I know you do many characters. We're going to get into that in a minute. But can you let our mindsetters know who CP Lacey, the man, is before he's the impersonator?
Oh, well, I guess I'm not going to give you my government. I'm
Right,
sorry.
right.
As
I
a
know
matter of
that's
fact,
right. You CP.
nobody, CP. No, it's funny that you even asked that because no one has called me my government name in about 30 years,
I remember,
except my family.
me either.
So yeah, and so when someone says my name, I'm like,
Who is that?
who knows me that well?
Who are they talking to? I mean, I know you're a comedian, a singer. Can you give our mindsetters a little background on how you started in that field and then came up to being the who you are right now, the master impersonator?
Yeah, well, that's a great first question, Mo. Um, when I was a kid, around 5 or 6 years old, my father was in the Navy. He stayed at sea, maybe 3 months, then he'd come home, another 3 months, then he'd come home. But when he came home, uh, he'd bring all the sailors from the ship to our home in
Really?
Virginia, and all the sailor guys. My mother would get all her little girlfriends, and my father would bring all the sailors from the ship, and they would throw house parties, right? I'm 5 years old. They're partying, drinking, doing whatever they're doing. And then when they run out of stuff to do, my mother would wake me up like 10:30 or 11 o'clock and have me sing for the
No.
company.
Wow.
And I would sing, James Brown songs and all this kind of stuff. And they would throw money at me.
No
Ooh.
way.
At 6 years old, I already knew I was going to be in show business. My mother
Right.
wanted me to be a doctor or a dentist or whatever. But I was like, as soon as they started throwing the money, I was like, I can get paid for this
Right.
and do what I like.
Wow.
That's a lot of milk and cookies for me.
Right.
And doing what you love. That's awesome.
And doing what I love. It's
Wow.
amazing.
I
So,
love that.
so you kind of
So I've been
already.
doing that.
Go ahead.
No, so I just want to say I've been doing that for the past, since I was 5 years old.
Wow. So is that all you've ever done? You did impersonate. You've always been in business for yourself, impersonating and
No,
creating and
no. I was in corporate America for a while.
okay.
I was employed at a very prestigious law firm
Okay.
as a paralegal, working my way up the ladder. I even thought of taking the bar for a second, but I said, nah, that's not for me. I won't enjoy it. And for those folks out there who are on a job that you don't like, jump out.
That's a great word.
You don't want to live with regrets. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, what if I woulda.
Right.
I jumped out of the corporate America over 30 years ago and never looked back, and it's taken me around the world. So I just encourage everybody, if you're in a job that you don't like, don't settle. Don't settle. That's not what
Good
God.
word. So I want to ask you, who was the very first person you ever impersonated? I heard you say James Brown. And how did that happen? Like, why them?
Yeah.
Well, no, to be honest, the first person I impersonated was my principal at the school. I
You
got
used
kicked
to
out.
see somebody in education. How did I know that? I knew that. I was like, who? Did you
Oh
get
my
suspended by my
goodness.
school?
Yeah, but but the first professional person I believe I impersonated was there was three at a time
Okay.
because when I left the corporate America, I was on 42nd Street at lunchtime, and I was smoking a Marlboro,
Mm-hmm.
and um, and I saw four guys on the streets. They called themselves they were street performers at
Okay.
lunchtime. They called themselves the Force MCs,
No
which
way.
we all
What?
know became the legendary group the Force MDs.
Okay.
Stop
Oh,
playing.
that's
Yeah,
what it.
so Jesse
Okay.
D, the youngest guy of the group, was doing his little Michael Jackson routine, and people were like throwing money at him.
Again,
That
that
brought
throwing
back
money.
in the streets. They were putting the money in the hat. You know how street performers
Right.
Yeah.
do. And that brought back memories of my living room of people throwing money when you're
Right.
performing.
Right.
So I bought myself a Michael Jackson wig, a Stevie Wonder wig, and a James Brown wig. And I
Oh,
said,
wow.
I can do that. So that was a Thursday. Friday, I cut my work pants into high waters so I could do
No.
Michael
No.
Jackson on the street. And I went out at lunch. I went to work that morning. At lunchtime, I went to 59th Street in Columbus Circle. I did Michael Jackson on the street. I got such a huge crowd that the cops had to shut me down as a traffic nuisance because
No.
people were coming around in droves to see what I was doing.
Wow.
I went back to my job from lunch and said, "Sir, I will not be coming back."
Respectfully, I will
Give
not
you
be
my
coming back.
2 minute notice.
I gave him a 2 minute notice. You're absolutely right.
Really?
That is
And I
great.
never looked
Wow.
back. Never
Wow.
after
Wow.
I
that.
got to go back to your principal, though. You imitated your principal. I got to go back to that one.
Yeah.
Because you had a hearty laugh on that. So what'd you do? What happened?
Well, he was kind of cross-eyed, so I would go around the class looking like this.
No
Sit back
way.
down. Get over in the seat. Get out of the hallway. And the students would laugh. And
Oh,
I
God.
did not know my teacher was behind me watching, and she
Oh,
told him.
are you? Oh, you got in trouble.
Yes,
Of
snitch.
course he did.
Yeah,
No.
she snitched.
That's what
She
I'm getting
He
ready to
just
say.
impeded instruction. That's hilarious.
So let me ask you
Wow.
this about your characters. Actually, we have some pictures of some of the characters that you have performed, and I've seen
Oh,
you
you do?
perform a lot. Yes, we do. We're going to
Oh.
show them. Chef, can we show some of the pictures of
Shout out
CP
to your
Lacey in
research team.
character? Thank you.
Oh,
Bob
wow.
Marley,
Yeah, man.
Prince,
Oh, wow. You look really good.
Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg. That's him. That's him being
Yo,
Snoop.
Yeah. Wow.
yeah, I do Snoop Dogg too, baby. Yeah, for sure.
Wait, is that Prince again?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I have two of Prince. My bad.
Wow.
the 80s Prince. And
Oh,
Stevie.
that's it. I would swear that was Stevie Wonder for real.
He be killing Stevie. Look at him.
Oh my God.
At our
my
wedding, he
Chevy.
did that, and he did
Oh
the
my
dance. And
God.
look at Michael. All right, Mike.
Mm.
He did an awesome job. I should have. Oh, James Brown.
Oh my, you could not tell people this is not the real person. I'm
Yeah.
serious. Oh my goodness.
That's why he's called the master impersonator.
He is. He is. Everybody else sit down. Take
Yeah,
a
right.
bow.
Everybody. So tell us, look, which character is the most challenging to get into character for when you have to do a performance?
Challenging. I won't say challenging,
Okay.
Monique. You know why? Because I won't do them if they're a challenge. Like people will say, yeah, they offer me all kinds of money. Can you do LL Cool J? I'm not built like LL, so that would be the challenge.
Okay.
And if
Right.
it's challenging, I won't do it.
Oh,
But if
Okay.
I
got
do
it.
it, I'm going to bring it. So
Got
none of them that you just showed are a challenge for me to do. As your co-host just said, she said they look just like them. So
Yeah,
if they
definitely.
look enough
They
like
do.
them, I'll do them.
So let
If
me
they're a
ask you
challenge,
this.
I leave them in the closet.
Wow.
As far as your makeup go, like say you have to do Michael Jackson, I know you got to lighten your face when you do Michael because I've been there sometime when you're just getting ready to do Michael. And then you have to do, let's say, Bob Marley.
Well, I have an assistant that travels with me. If I'm doing them on stage and I'm doing it back to back,
Okay.
I never go behind any curtains or any smoke screens. My assistant will bring out the makeup remover on a cloth, and I just
Right.
wipe it off. while I'm telling jokes, because as you said, I am a headliner comedian. So I'm
Yes.
telling jokes and you're looking at Michael. By the time you finish laughing at the joke, now you're looking at Bob Marley.
Right. Right.
And you're like, hey, Margot, what the heck just happened? I was looking at Stevie Wonder. Now it's James.
Right.
Right.
Oh, you give a show. Oh my goodness.
He give a
Let me
whole
ask
show.
you. Oh my God. When you're building a new character, what do you listen for first? Do you listen for the voice or the energy or the personality?
I listen for, I look at the nuances first, what their body language is doing, because you have a lot of celebrity impersonators in the game. Some of them don't look that much like the character, and I'm not throwing shade.
Right, they just do voice.
But if they can create the essence of the character, body wise, movement and everything like that, and the audience are satisfied with that, that's enough for folks. But I start off with the essence of the body movement, the body language, and then from there I'll go to the vocals.
So what has that taught you? Like, what has comedy taught you about confidence and fear?
I'm gonna say this very humbly. I was never afraid to be on stage.
I love it.
Right.
I've worked with the top tier headliners to the in between to the beginners, and you would be surprised how many celebrities are really nervous before they go on stage.
Right.
Myself, I'm waiting. I'm like, yeah, let me out.
See, I'm like you. People like that with interviews. I'm like, oh, I love interviews. I'm talking about myself. Some people are like, oh, I can't take that. I'm like you. I public speak. I love being on stage. So
yeah.
Some people it's just a gift. So how do you balance being funny with being respectful? When you impersonate real people?
I guess the born again experience really allows me to be respectful, comedy wise and personal wise. I will never tell, white people do this and black people do that.
Right. You draw a line somewhere.
And I don't call women bees on stage.
Right.
And I try, I'm not throwing any names out, but a very famous comedian once told me, he said, CP, if you're funny, you're funny. You don't have to curse to make people laugh. You don't have to degrade women to make people laugh. Right. And you don't have to compare the races to make people laugh. If you're funny, you're funny.
That's right.
It gives you a wider audience too.
And
you're connecting people versus disassociating this group versus this group.
Right.
I mean, everybody likes comedy. Everybody likes music. Everybody likes, acting, to see people act. So I think that was a very wise person that said that. Yeah, and you listened though, because you could have been like,
Yeah. Yeah. I've been told that Eddie Murphy told Bill Cosby, look, save that. I'm going to do what I want to do. Which made him millions.
I mean,
Which made him millions, and I'm not hating on him for that. There's a crowd. There's a crowd for every aspect of comedy. Right. Everybody's not out for clean comedy. Once I was doing a show, and someone said, "When you gonna start talking about?" I'm not gonna say what they told me to talk about.
Right.
Start talking about that. I said, man, you better go get your money back.
Yeah, you made the wrong show. Right.
Get that from me.
Wrong show for that.
Yeah, wrong show.
Yeah, what mistakes did you make early on in your career that help you move smarter in the industry?
That's a great question. Very late in my career, I learned that my biggest mistake was putting the emphasis on show instead of business.
Tell us what you mean by that.
Well, it's a compound word. The word show business is a compound word. And CP Lacey was more engaged in the show, giving them, knock their socks off, giving them a show where when you do that, some promoters, some booking agents will take advantage of that because you don't have your business plan or your business model on point.
Smart.
But when I learned that game, you can't pull one over on CP Lacey anymore. I didn't just fall off the tomato truck yesterday.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure that's great advice. I'm sure that happened to a lot of people and still is.
Right.
Because they're focusing more on the show than the business.
That's why they try to sign people when they're 14 years old.
Right.
They're green.
Understood.
And they have nobody behind them that's teaching them how to do the business of the show.
And they seeing the dollars.
No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They seeing the fame and the influence. They're not seeing the legacy, or what you're gonna be doing 5 years from now, or will you be doing this 5 years from now?
Absolutely.
So that's a good word right there. What's the hardest character voice you ever tried to master?
I would say the character that I'm doing in a couple of weeks. I'm doing the legendary Mr. Johnny Mathis in this weekend, and he has one of those voices that has a lot of vibrato.
That's true.
You know,
I used to work at Radio City Music Hall, and we used to love when he come. And and the groupies, oh my God! So women are gonna love that.
Yeah. He's still a challenge for me to go look at me. My voice isn't really. Oh no, but I can do it. I've mastered it. I can pull it off now.
Wow, I love it.
I know you've created some characters of your own. Tell us about the characters you've created and why that was important to you.
I have a character. Her name is. Her name is Grand Marnier, like the drink, the adult beverage, Grand Marnier.
Grand Marnier.
Her name is Grand Marnier. She's a no nonsense type of individual, and I know if. When I do it and Cat Williams get wind that I've done it, he's going to be like, there they go, another black man in a dress. But
he's going to come for you.
I'm sorry?
I said Cat Williams is going to come for you, huh?
Well, they're really coming after black guys are coming after black men in drag. I say to that, look at Flip Wilson. Look at even the other guy, Milton Berle, back in the 50s.
Yeah, he used to do that. That's true.
Yeah, it's comedy. Don't get it twisted. When I go home, I have, and no shade on anybody who's gay. If you put on a dress and you're gay, have a nice day. God bless you. Mm-hmm. But a man to put on a dress to make somebody laugh is no different than getting a pie smashed in your face to get a laugh.
I agree. And I mean,
at the end of the day, you take the dress off, you get your check, and you say, thank you.
And at the end of the day, I mean, that's what all theater was when there were no women actresses or comedians. They did it. They impersonated.
They had to do all of that stuff.
Absolutely.
And I understand people who have a sensitive spot for men putting on dresses, but you have to put all of that into its perspective. What are you trying to really say? At the end of the show, am I going to walk out of the stage with the dress on and walk down 42nd Street?
Right. No, not yet.
I believe not.
Wow.
That was a good answer.
Go ahead, Mom. I'm sorry. I'm so excited.
I was just like, that was a good response to that question. That's all.
Everybody has their perspective, and their perspective is their truth. But I'm like you. I'm not going to come after you before it because of it. You do what you do, and it's okay. Everybody has a different way, a different perspective of doing whatever they do.
That is from the heart. And whoever's listening to this podcast around the country, around the globe, don't come at me for the way I feel. Okay, just say, well, CP Lacey feels that way, and that's how he feels. I feel different.
It's your work, right?
Yeah.
It's your work.
If you don't feel the way I feel, that's good. We can agree to disagree.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well,
have you ever learned something from studying another impersonator?
I'm sorry?
Have you ever learned something from studying another impersonator?
That's a great question. No one's ever asked me that before. I don't look at other impersonators.
Okay.
I don't look at other impersonators. Okay. But I do have a school where I teach impersonation, and what I do tell my students is if you want to become Cher, don't look at Cher. Look at Cher impersonators. And the reason is because Cher is Cher without trying to be Cher. So don't look at her.
Okay.
To be Cher, look at the person who's acting like Cher, so you'll see what they do to become her.
Okay. And
if you look at her, you're going to miss some nuances. But if you look at the impersonator, they've studied the nuances of how to become Cher.
Now,
Monique, I got to follow up, but go right ahead.
I know. I just want to know, where is this? Can you let the mindsetters know where the school is? Maybe some of them might want to become impersonators or reach out to you, and you could give them some type of direction.
Well, you can go to my email, my Facebook, hit me up. I do one-on-one classes. I don't teach a class. I do one-on-one because the celebrity impersonation is not a big field. It's almost like a closed industry that a lot of people don't know about, uh, and don't even think about.
Right.
This dropped itself on my head. An interesting story. How I even got into this is I would start out as an actor in my younger days. As a matter of fact, let me show you this picture. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yes.
Who is that?
You and Whoopi.
That's me and Whoopi in our early days on our come up. And I was
Wow.
studying to be an actor, and I was getting no parts on Broadway. Uh, Shout out to Whoopi Goldberg. That's when she had her first Broadway show, her one woman show way back then. And I went to one of the Broadway producers after getting turned down show after show after show after cast meeting after casting call. And I said, "How come you're not letting any new faces on Broadway?"
Right.
And the producer said to me, "CP, those hoity-toity people are not going to leave Long Island to come to Broadway to see a no-name. We're going to keep hiring the people who are famous. That's how Broadway works." At that time, I don't know if it's now, but they weren't letting any new people in because they couldn't make money. It's about business. If you have Ben Vereen on stage, people are going to come. If you have CP Lacey, crickets, crickets, crickets. So I said, "Oh, so you have to be famous to be on stage." That's when I started acting like other famous people.
Look, we was like, so you're gonna come in the front or the back door, but you're gonna get into the door.
Right.
I'm getting it.
Listen.
Wow. Take us to the when you're doing your Sandman act and all of that's going on. Tell all the mindsetters what you do and how you do it.
You guys ask the best questions in the world.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's an interesting story. There was a film out. If you both might be too young to remember it.
Oh.
There was a film out. There was a film out called Taps with Gregory Hines.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All the African American tap dancers in the world were in this film. Now I had just won 6 times at the world famous Apollo Theater doing amateur night, doing my James Brown routine with the fancy footwork and everything. So when Sandman Sims was called to go to Hollywood to film this movie, the creator of Amateur Night, who hired Sandman Sims to kick people off the stage, Mr. Ralph Cooper, said to me, "CP, I see you got fancy footwork. And Sandman Sims is going away to shoot a movie for the next 2 weeks. Do you know how to tap dance?" And of course, in show business, the answer is
yes.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir. I've never had a pair of tap shoes on in my life. But I said, yes, I was just tapping just the other day.
Tapping my feet. Tapping my feet.
Absolutely. So we said, okay, bring your tap shoes in, and we are going to let you sub for Sandman Sims for the next 2 weeks. So I ran to Capizio, bought a pair of very expensive tap shoes. I didn't know they were that expensive. Got the tap shoes, called up one of the Broadway tap instructors. By that time, it was a guy named Frank Hatchett. Shout out to Frank Hatchett. Thank you for putting me on, giving me a few lessons before that next Wednesday.
What?
I came in that next Wednesday and started doing what I call tapping people on stage. And that 2 weeks turned into 37 years. I've been at the Apollo for 37 years now.
Absolutely.
Wow. And you just solidified into my question, which was, what was the moment when comedy opened a door that you didn't expect? And that was definitely one.
That was it.
That's 37. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I've done the TV show, Showtime at the Apollo, the live show, which goes on every Wednesday when we open back up again. I've worked with Gladys Knight as a host of the show, Steve Harvey as a host of the show, Rudy Rush as a host of the show. All the people who've hosted the show, I kind of like worked with them.
Wow, that's awesome.
See, a lot of people don't know that that's you on there tapping and taking people off the stage. That's
and
why
I'm glad
I want you to
because
get
some
into
people
that.
I'm glad because some folks are like, "Aren't you the guy who kicked my nephew off the stage?" Put him off.
Now, when is that Apollo opening back up? If it's gonna open, it's gonna open, right?
No, they went down in June of this year. of 2025.
Really?
And they're doing renovations. They're going to have a beautiful theater when they're done at the end of 2026. It's going to be like a Broadway house. I understand that the band is not going to be on the stage anymore. The band is going to be in the pit like Broadway.
Oh, I like orchestra. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely, orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be great. But they still have shows going on at the Apollo 2, which is the Victoria Theater on 125th Street, two
Okay.
doors down from the Apollo. So shows are still going on.
Okay.
If you want to have a great time, just go to the Apollo 2. They have two theaters in the Victoria Theater.
Didn't know that.
No, I don't think a lot of people knew that because I didn't even know that part.
I didn't know.
I
Yes,
thought
yes,
you was
they're
just
still
on
having
I just
shows.
vacation.
heard that word.
Just go
Wow.
to apollotheater.org and they'll show you everything you need to know about what's going on at the Victoria Theater.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
So now
Well, I have
let's
some
move
fond
on.
memories of it.
Yeah, the Apollo. You have
I'm
fond
sorry?
memory? No, I was
I've had
piggybacking
some
up on
fond
Michelle.
memories of the Apollo. I've been there as a performer and have taken a school choir who actually, when, kids, they hear their parents singing, and the man was like, the guy, he was like, y'all know these songs? And he was like, yeah. He was like, would y'all like to get on the stage and sing? And they did. And we had a ball, and 6 of
That
us
was
got callbacks. But I
was that
didn't got, I'm more about bringing the music out of children now, but it was an awesome experience. And then the guy said to us, did you notice anything? And I was like, no, we got to rub this, this stone, the wood and everything. And he said, the workers have stopped to listen to you guys.
Wow.
And he was asking if some of us sing in church and different things. He's like, because you got to know, they've heard everybody, but yet they stopped what they were doing and listened to y'all. And I had some kids that really could sing, and I'm all right myself, but it was an amazing experience.
Okay, I know exactly who you're talking about, Mr. Billy Mitchell, the tour.
Yes. And then I've been on once with a group, and I think we went in one. We came in second, but we did an original.
Oh, that's good.
But it was, again, an amazing experience. I love to sing, Huh?
Amateur night or a regular show?
It was amateur night.
Wow, so you probably saw me that night.
That's what I was going to say.
Small world, right?
Yeah.
Small world. I'm so glad to get to know you now, though. I really am.
Yeah, CP been there so long. It had to have been you there, CP, especially on the Wednesday,
he had
right?
to.
Had to be.
He had to. And thank God you ain't have to take us off. There was something you had to take off.
Thank God, right? Well,
I would have said it
one
me.
time.
It wasn't me. I would have said it wasn't me. I took night.
Yeah, CP invited me. I went one time and was back. There was an amazing experience as well.
It is. It really is. I'm like, anybody should go.
So much going on.
It is. It really is.
You remember that, CP?
Yes, I do. I do. Did you get boo that night at all? Or was it a...
Did you?
Monique, did you get to boo anybody?
Oh, no, I didn't get to boo nobody that night.
Oh, man, nobody got booed off?
Nobody. I don't remember nobody getting booed. It was just so much going on, and you was tapping out there and stuff, and I'm like, what is... It was just like a lot going on. So it was just like a really good experience for me to just be there and be able to be back there and move around. It was fun. It was a lot of fun, family. So I can't wait to open back up.
It's family over there. It's a big family experience.
Yeah. Such a legacy. Oh my goodness.
And
such a legacy.
Speaking of that, CP, we want to talk about how you were honored with a display at the Smithsonian National Museum of American History.
Yes,
wow.
Great honor. That was a great honor. From the beginning to the end, when they sent folks from the Smithsonian with this special kind of paper that they put my belongings in, I gave them. I loaned them one of my executioner suits, and I loaned them one of my various pairs of tap shoes, and they had these white gloves on and these sensitive bags that they placed them in, and they said, we'll give these back when they're done. And I'm like, oh, I feel special.
Wow, you are.
I was displayed right between Tony Bennett and Elvis Costello.
Really?
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
Black History moment. Woo.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
Awesome.
I mean, that's such an honorable moment. You started out just in the living room. Then you had, doing your own thing, your own characters. You have the CP Lacey show. You sing, you dance, you're a comedian, and then you go to this level. Like, how did that make you feel?
I'm going to say this. From being a child and performing, and when those people, I call them imposters, when they get their awards, when they get their awards, oh, I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised. I'm like, I'm not surprised. I worked for this.
Yeah, I know
Right.
that.
I was going to say that. You really did work for that.
I
And the
was
expectation
expecting
is
this.
I'm going to get some awards. Right.
Thank you. So
I
I'm not
hear you.
like,
I hear you.
I'm not going to act like,
Yeah.
but to answer your question, when I saw that
Yeah.
between the legendary Tony Bennett and Elvis Costello,
Wow.
all of that um, went out the back door. My heart was flooded with pride,
Right.
joy, jubilation, and everything that goes with it. It wasn't like, I expected this. I want to be, I
Right.
Right.
wasn't
Right.
expecting
There
to
are
be
a lot
in
of
the
great people that
Smithsonian.
don't get selected.
I wasn't
Right.
expecting to ever end up in the Smithsonian
That's
Institute.
awesome. That is awesome. And I'm a former history teacher, so I can really appreciate that. That is really awesome.
Yeah. Now, how like do you feel like black people, our race, what have you, is finally arriving now? They're noticing more. They're getting more recognition for their hard work. Being that you got such a prestigious,
Whoa, my light went out.
I saw that. I was like,
Can you see me? Can
Yes,
you
we
see me?
can.
right, right. We can see you.
You're fine.
All right. What the question was?
Just how do you feel like black people are finally getting some type of recognition now for the hard work and everything that they're doing? They're getting their flowers while they're here, opposed to when they're gone. Then everyone's like, oh, now they're getting this and they're getting that. Now they're starting to recognize people's work and artistry early, while they're still here.
I might be jeopardizing my career, but the answer is a uh, unequivocated no. I do
Okay.
not think that. I believe
Okay.
that everything that we see nowadays, and I could be totally wrong, is politicized.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you see someone before the screen or in front of your computer, it's the machine. It's the machine now. It's the
So that
Wow.
machine.
means you're never going to see some people who are truly gifted and worthy because you got to know somebody, like you said, it's political. You got to be connected, related,
Absolutely.
favoritism, nepotism.
Absolutely.
That is so sad.
That is sad. And I'm glad for the ones who are kissing the golden ring and doing whatever it is they have to do. But the Bible says, what can a man gain if he sells his soul?
Absolutely.
Gain,
Lose the whole world, right?
yeah.
Right. Gains the whole world.
But
Wow.
the people who need to see and the people who need to be seen, God will make a way for them to be seen.
I believe it. You're
They
right.
Absolutely.
That's
they'll
a good word.
break
That's a
through
good
they'll
word.
break through the veil and be seen. But your question, that's a great question. And a lot of people who've dealt out blood, sweat, and tears for 40, 50 years and still grinding, unfortunately, will never see the light of day. I mean, the little shows and
Right, right, but not the big.
Right.
but the big picture, no.
Wow.
And I don't want to bring the show down, but I'm glad that us black folks are finally
Mm-hmm.
appreciating the talent that we have. Because if you notice, rock and roll bands are still filling up stadiums. Metallica,
I'm
AC/DC,
Yeah.
telling you, in their
they're filling up
60s.
stadiums.
They are. That's the
And
truth.
you try to get to see Lakeside. Where are they? They're sitting home waiting for their phone to ring.
Right. You're right.
Wow.
We don't appreciate our legacy,
Mm-hmm.
and they can't call up Rock Nation and say, "Put me on."
Right.
Right.
If you're not a part of the political system or
Mm-hmm.
machine.
Wow.
So
Oh, that's a great idea for a show, Monique.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it can
That's a
be.
great
Absolutely.
idea.
Well, CP,
The
let us
legend.
know
Wow.
you have some things coming up now. I know you're gonna perform in different places. Can you tell our mindsetters where you're gonna be performing at next?
mindsetters, listen up.
Yeah.
I'm talking to I'm talking to Philadelphia, Chester, PA, Wilmington, Delaware, South Jersey, and all points in between.
Oh,
CP Lacey is bringing the Godfather of Soul to Harrah's Casino, Philadelphia. It's
Okay.
a show that you don't want to miss.
stop it.
With me playing the Godfather of Soul. Now, this is not your average, ordinary, run-of-the-mill James Brown show. Oh, we've seen Chadwick Boseman, and we've seen enough James Brown. No,
Right.
we're giving you James Brown as he tours the nation with all of his review. We have Lynn Collins, Hank Ballard, Bobby Brown, Marva Whitney, Martha High. Everybody who James Brown produced a song for is going to be on that stage along with James Brown. You're going to get, we call it edutainment. You're going to get educated as you get entertained. All right. Awesome. And James Brown is going to close the show with a show like you've never seen before. And there's going to be a surprise guest. Well, I'll tell you people. Shh, don't tell anybody.
Okay.
Michael going to be there. Michael Jackson.
Is he?
He's going to make an appearance as well, at intermission time.
All right.
So
I can't wait.
If you're in that area, it's the Harris Casino, 777 Harris Boulevard, Chester, PA, but they call it Harris, Philadelphia, because it's just a stone's throw from Philadelphia. And I must say this after I mentioned Harris, you must be 18 in order to gamble.
Must be. Wow.
Oh, are you singing my favorite James Brown song, which is Funky President? That's my favorite song by him.
That is one of my favorite songs too. But you are among the few. So I actually did a research.
Political thing.
I did a research of what are the top song choices that people love to hear from James Brown, and that didn't even make the list.
I know it didn't. This is a political thing.
I've never heard of it.
Fight the Black Power thing.
A brand new funky president.
Because he sent a message. Yeah, that was a message song.
Yeah. What president was he talking about?
Who was at the time?
He was talking about either talking about Nixon, because that's when that came out, or Johnson. That was way back in the 60s.
Brand new funky president. I think it was Nixon.
Yeah, brand new funky. Really? He was funky, all right.
And that song didn't make your cut though. Like no one wants to really hear that song.
They don't really know that song, but it's a funky song.
It's a political song more than a.
Yeah, it is. It is. He was making a message.
Okay.
He really was. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, and that's coming up. When you said CP is going to be.
That's February 21st. Mark your calendar. February 21st. Doors open at 5 p.m. The show starts at 6 p.m.
Wow.
And we'll bring it.
Our time is starting to run out. So let me ask you this. Our mindsetters, I would like for you to give them some advice. If they were trying to get into this impersonation business, would you say it's not a lot of people, but there are some, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? What would you say to them should be the first thing that they try to do to get into this industry? Because I know it's not easy. I know they got to, know a lot of different things. So where would they start at?
I'm gonna make this a loaded question, a loaded answer. Okay. Not only impersonators, but anybody in show business. Okay. And I'm going to even take it further. Anybody in any business. I want to just say, hone your craft. Hone your craft. Learn what you're doing inside and out. Mm-hmm. Don't do it for the money.
Right. That part.
If you learn your craft and hone your craft, trust me, the money will
show up. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So mindset is, you hear that, right? Anything you want to do, stay focused, learn it, stick with it, and like it.
Craft.
Yeah, you have to like
That's
it. Make
true.
sure you like it. So now we have to.
You're gonna have to get some new. You're gonna have to get some new friends too, because once you start upping your game, those people behind you and with you are going to be threatened, because now they're going to have to up their game. Absolutely. So they're going to try to talk you out of it so you can stay at the low end.
That's the truth. And it's so sad. It's the truth in everything.
Yeah, it really is a sad truth that when you're doing good and you're trying to up yourself and you go to your peers or your friends or your people, not all of them, because I have great friends, but people think that because now you're raising the bar, they have to raise the bar. So like you said, they're going to try to get you not to raise the bar because they don't want to have to do that for themselves. Instead of just, being happy for you, they don't want you to do it now because now you're making them upgrade and they're not ready to upgrade. So
which is so sad. That's sad. That is sad. So he's gonna do his check in, Mom?
No, he was gonna say. What were you gonna say, CP? I know you was gonna say something.
No, I said listen when you were talking.
Yeah,
I was telling you your mindsetters to listen to what you were just saying. That's
something really, and we all know because we've been in business, and I've known CP for I don't know how long we know each other, like 30 years. For a long,
yeah.
for a long time, and we always encourage each other no matter what it is that's going on. You need a group of friends that you don't have to talk to every day or every week or every month, but when you get ready to do something, I could call CP, I could bounce off of him. I said, look, I need some music, then I need this. What do you think? Blah, 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 blah. We could vibe with each other because we have good intentions for each other always.
Right.
I always want to see him do good. Rochelle, you too. We talk
Absolutely.
to each other.
I know it.
We vibe with it. You think this good? No. You need friends that's going to tell you if something's good or not. You don't need yes people
Absolutely.
around you. You need people that's going to
true.
make you better because they're trying to be better too. So they don't
That's
have
true.
no reason to hold you back.
That's the
So
truth.
just
That's true.
make sure you get them good friends. And the last thing, CP, because I done got Marlon done put the sign up for me. Like, girl, you got to hurry up and get out off the air. I'm going to ask you this last question. We ask all of our guests. It's called our CEO checkout.
Oh, no.
So the question
I heard about
is,
this.
You're gonna be fine.
as a CEO, I'm still learning blank, and I'm unlearning blank.
Ugh. I'm still learning not to expect anything from anyone, because with that mindset, you'll never be let down. They can't let you down if you don't expect them to do anything.
That's a lesson for me. And what are you unlearning?
I'm unlearning the fact that folks are trying to, I'm unlearning a lot of the stuff. Marvin Gaye said something that resonates with me as you asked this question. He had a line that says, people say believe half of what you see, son, and
None of
what you hear.
That's true.
I'm unlearning what I hear.
Wow.
Good.
And that way you have your own opinion, your own perspective, nothing colored, nothing biased. That's a good word too.
Absolutely. And
Good
the
word.
last thing is the radio drop. We need you to say your name, however you want to say it, who you are, and that you're on with the host or the guest or what have you, the podcast of Mind the Business That Pays You.
Mind the business that pays you.
Yes.
Let's see if I get this and take.
Okay.
Count me in.
Oh,
Here we
okay. Yeah, as you know, I don't like counting. You know, I get nervous, but I'm going to do one for you. 3, 2, 1, you're on.
Hey, this is your man, CP Lacey, master impersonator, CP Lacey. And you're on with the mind that pays you.
No. So I'm one of your good friends, too. Mind the Business That Pays You podcast, or either Mind the Business That Pays You. Now, this is going to be your second try. Mind the Business That Pays You, and I'm going to get you later.
Okay, so I'm going to say, this is your man, CP Lacey, and you're what? And you're on the air with?
You're with the lady.
And I'm on the air with Mind the Business That Pays You podcast.
On the air with.
That's
I gotta get this right.
Friends.
With Mind the Business That Pays You.
Yes.
And then what do I say after that?
And you're done. That's the drop that I'm going to use when you edit the
Okay.
stuff for me.
Yeah, I would say like mine with the host of, but on the air, that's cute too.
Yeah.
And I'm on the air with. Okay, here we go.
Okay. He writing it down. Good. Oh, I got to count you in again. Okay. 3, 2, 1, you're on.
Hey, this is your man, master celebrity impersonator, CP Lacey, and I'm on the air with Mind the Business That Pays You.
All right.
Right.
That's my friend.
All right. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes, Mindsetters, we thank you for tuning in, CP. Again, appreciate you. Really appreciate you. I'm so proud of you. You are doing an awesome job. Wait, what's that?
That is an award.
I received the humanitarian award this weekend, the Martin Luther King Keep the Dream Alive Humanitarian Award in New York City this weekend.
I love it.
Awesome. Look at you. You never cease to amaze me. I'm so proud of my friend. Goodness. You're doing such a great job.
It's such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad I did my nails.
You guys have to tune in next week. Our topic is healing starts at home. Our special guests will be Andrew and Maria. They're the CEO of the Healing House. And always remember, never be too busy to mind the business that pays you. We're out. Thank you, CP.
Good night.
Good night,
everybody. Good night, Monique. Good night, CP.
Good night.
Good night,
Good night,
Marcel.
Business that pays you. Our people walk in power, we gon' glow up. No fear, no doubt, we gon' show up. Set your boundaries, shine bright, no fright. Unapologetic, we fight for what's right. Family keeper, that's a state of mind.
All right, we almost ready.
Protection